There are a few large companies that seem to have goodwill with like most consumers. Not every single one, but a lot of them, like Trader Joe's, feels like one of those companies. Arizona Beverage Company seems like one as well. They haven't raised prices in forever. And Costco definitely is one of those companies. I myself am a card-carrying member. A huge part of it is because of the value you get by being a member and those damn hot dogs. Those hot dogs might be the most beloved hot dogs in hot dog history. And at the end of January, Costco, or more specifically their private label Kirkland, teamed up with Nike to come out with a super limited shoe with a pretty fun release. Kirkland Nike SB Dunk Low. And the shoe dropped on January 30th for $135. Super exclusive release. I'm not too sure if there's going to be like a wider general public release, but it popped up at like less than 20, I believe, retail Costco locations around the United States. But it was kind of a fun release, kind of just popped up, and people that happened to be shopping there or was near a Costco was able to get their hands on these. And of course, you don't actually see like Costco branding on the shoe itself, apart from the hang tag. That is because this is a collaboration technically with Kirkland. That is Costco's private label. And the theme of the shoe, it is inspired by Kirkland hoodies. I myself have never owned one. I see and hear good things. If you do have one, let me know. And first impressions of the shoe, I think it's a nice clean shoe, but like online at least, I saw people talking about this shoe with like the pants off. Like there was the best shoe that they've ever seen. I just don't quite get it. I do like the storytelling. I like the simplicity. I even like the release, even though it's super hard to get. I'm not sure if it's like the most delicious shoe ever. That kind of surprised me. But let me know if you're one of them people that really love this shoe. I don't think you're wrong. I just want to know what exactly about it is so delicious to you. And the box of the shoe, it is just a sale box. We're still in the sale box era. And inside, you get Costco branded paper. And the materials on the shoe, it is made to feel like a sweater. So you almost get this kind of cotton-like textile on the upper of the shoe itself. It is just all heather gray, so very monochromatic, which I do like. Generally, I do like shoes that are just one color or majority one color. And then on the heel of the shoe, you will see just printed on top Kirkland's signature branding. And of course, you'll see this hang tag with this membership card graphic there on one side. And on the other side, you get Nike SB branding, member since March 2002. That is the original release year for Nike SB. One thing that I'm just not too confident about is how this shoe would do in like rain or even a little bit of rain, snow. If you're brave enough to try it, let me know, but I personally wouldn't do it. And wrapping all the way around, you get that Nike on the heel tab there. That is like printed as its own piece on the heel booty there. And then moving on to the tongue, you will get this slightly padded tongue that comes with SB Pros. So compared to like a non-SB Dunk, you just get this thinner tongue on those. This is slightly thicker. This is a shoe originally meant for skateboarding. And you will see skateboarding in the same font as the Kirkland signature font in the same red as well. And then right behind the tongue here, playing into the storytelling of the shoe, you'll get Kirkland signature skateboarding shoe. The retail price of this is $135. Of course, most people who get these are paying much more than this. Inside the shoe, you will see on the SB Dunks, you'll get these elastic bands on the tongue. That prevents the tongue from moving around too much when you're skateboarding with this shoe. That also doesn't come with non-SB Dunks. And in terms of the laces for the shoe, I complain a lot about sneakers that don't come with any extra laces. Like you pay over $100 or $200 and you get one set of laces. Just feels like Jordan, Nike brand, or sneaker companies in general are really cheaping out. But for this shoe, they were like, shut up. We're going to give you 4 extra set of laces. So you get a red set that is the same as the branding on the shoe, as well as the black and white set. And then this gray set with black stripes. That, according to Nike Skateboarding, is supposed to replicate the drawstrings on a Kirkland sweater. And out of all the laces, I think white pops pretty well. Black too. But I think just playing into the monochromatic nature of the shoe, I do like the gray, but honestly, the one that I actually like the least is the one with the black stripes. I think that just is a little bit messy for a shoe that's intentionally very clean. So yeah, you can't really go wrong with either. And on the ankle lining, that's also switched up a little bit. So you get this material that again is meant to mimic the inside of a sweater. And in terms of the cushioning for a Nike SB Dunk, it just comes with a rubber cup sole with a zoom air unit on the heel. That's another difference between an SB versus non-SB. Non-SBs gets no zoom air. And the sole itself, very, very glad they didn't pre-age this. Just comes white, very clean, pops against the gray of the upper of the shoe. So yeah, very nice there. And on the outsole, you get the black concentric circles here that compared to a non-SB, there's more circles on an SB Dunk. That's because that creates a little bit more friction when you're skateboarding, and you'll get this Nike SB cut out in the middle here and that deep dark red. And the insole of the shoe, it is custom branded, of course, a Kirkland signature branding there. And behind it on the zoom air unit, you'll actually see that beloved Costco $1.50 hot dog. And in terms of sizing and comfort, I am a wide and flat footer for SB Dunks. I have to go up half size. I've tried going true to size. This toe box area will just crush you like I crushed on Jessica Alba back in the day. It will just destroy your toes right here. So if you have wide and flat feet, I do strongly recommend you going up half a size. And in terms of just overall comfort, it is a pretty old shoe. The rubber cup sole is pretty stiff. It's very durable though, which is nice for skateboarding especially, but there's not a lot of plushness underfoot. You don't want a shoe to be too soft when you're doing like athletic activities. So that makes sense. Zoom air is a nice addition compared to a non-SB Dunk. Overall, I could walk around in these no problem, but it's not like the most comfortable shoe ever. And that brings the total sole score of the Kirkland Nike SB Dunk Low, 39.5 out of 50. A decent score compared to other collaborations. First, it is colorway. I really like gray generally. I think darker gray I like more, like the wolf gray. Beautiful and delicious. Jordan 5 wolf gray, I see you. The heather gray I almost like more on like t-shirts. Like I don't know if I love it as much on my sneakers. I think it's super wearable, super clean, but doesn't get me super excited. And in terms of the materials, kind of hard to judge because they're going for a specific theme, kind of sweater-like material. I wouldn't say it's my favorite on sneakers. Still love just really nice leather, but I get why they did this. And in terms of the comfort, the SBs I think are more comfortable than a non-SB, of course, but it's also more comfortable than like a very flat shoe like the Jordan 1. At least this shoe has a zoom air on the heel. Still relatively flat to the ground, still pretty stiff, not very soft. So if you're looking for something that's very thick, bouncy, and weightless, an SB probably isn't for you. And in terms of the versatility, I think the SB Dunks are just one of the most easy to wear shoes ever. And the wearability of the colorway, gray along with like white and black, technically I know they're not actually colors, they're like shades, but still, for wearability purposes, super easy, super versatile, can't really go wrong. White, black, dark, light, yeah, it just goes with everything. And these little hints of red and white, obviously super wearable as well. And in terms of the storytelling, I think they did a great job. You got the custom branded paper, you got this membership hang tag, you got the branding behind the tongue, on the tongue, custom insoles. The only thing they could have done even more was like come up with some special video, kind of like what Armand Manier does. But yeah, overall storytelling, really good. I'm not gonna sit here and say I am a huge diehard fan of Costco and Kirkland. There's some like diehard people that are on the Costco train. I personally am a member of Costco, but I honestly just hardly ever visit it. It's just a bit too far from where I live. The closest location is like 40 miles, so kind of hard to get to. When I get there, the line and the people and the crowd just, it's a bit too chaotic. I just don't want to do that when I'm shopping for groceries and like household goods. But what I do like is this kind of impromptu release that they had with Nike. I do like it just popped up at certain locations, though I wish it popped up at more locations around the country, of course. But overall, I think this is a pretty cool collaboration to start off 2026. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Sole Inclined. Let me know what you think of the Kirkland Nike SB Dunk Low. Like, subscribe, comment, all the good stuff. And remember, tomorrow may never come. The way of shoes.